3, 2, 1.
今夜もミュージックトレイン君へのラッキートレイン笑い合って抱き合って幸せにほらなれるように
おはよしこだからあはよはねですねよろしくWeeabooクラブですね
I full body cringed from that.
Like, I just once I hear like I can judge from the first 30 seconds of what says. Not even 30 seconds, from the first syllable. If I should listen or not. If I decide I shouldn't, I just tune it out. So I just didn't even pay attention to that bullshit.
I wish I had that superpower.
Oh god.
I had to hone it when I was on the BSA.
No.
Only way I could survive.
Anyway,
sorry about hello.
We're almost done with the season, with the fall season.
Thank God.
Well, you say that, but we're losing a brave soldier today. Beastars is over.
We're losing our favorite show on this podcast right now.
Yeah.
By far.
Vindy furry jokes are finally over.
That's not true.
For now.
Look, we're planning on doing a manga Beastars thing, and also the movie that will not be named. The furry jokes aren't ending anytime soon.
And also, we're definitely watching season 2 of Beastars when that comes out.
Exactly.
So.
Oh god, oh boy, oh goodness.
So we should talk comments?
Yeah, I
let's
forgot
look
to
at
pull them
comments.
up. Sorry, I've been busy.
So,
I'll pull them up now.
Everybody, by the way, you should all check out that Christmas episode we released this Wednesday.
Which also has comments that we should
check
talk
that
about.
out.
If there's anything.
There were some, but they weren't funny. They were mainly people making fun of what for crying or telling us Merry Christmas.
Well, there was this one comment by someone. I don't know who it is, but he comments sorry for being unable to make it. I was arrested. It wasn't a church though. It was a Burger King where Jesus is actually needed. Huh.
Am I wrong?
I mean, and apparently I'm redeemed in the eyes of Ronin 8-1s because he said, opening up with Jingle My Bells, all of your sins are forgiven, WattheWut. You are now my favorite member of the Weeaboo Club.
He also asks, Komi-san episode when? Maybe in the future, if there is maybe a Patreon, maybe vote for it on Patreon.
When you send me that
However, that's going to work considering it's ongoing. But yeah.
Well, we can read ongoing manga.
I guess. I don't know. Anyway.
Apparently, people felt the feels though on this episode.
Yeah, most of the comments were just Merry Christmas and nice, wholesome things. And then my comment that was maybe I was burning down a Burger King.
If you haven't seen the episode yet, listen to it because I unironically cry. It's very sad.
I don't think I think crying is too harsh of or too light of a word for what happened. You were fucking bawling.
Shut the fuck up.
That being said, I hope everyone had a good Christmas, and I hope you all have a happy New Year in the next week.
I hope your Christmases sucked because I don't like any of you.
You don't deserve any wholesome
comments.
comments.
Especially Vindy. Craftsdwarf doesn't deserve any wholesome comments because he is a terrible person who burned down a Burger King.
So I forgot this was in the last episode, but I have a comment to start off with. Honestly, I wish people would stop talking endlessly about Nunmanji's race. Everyone is too incompetent to talk about his skin tone. People can't grasp Nunmanji. They lazily argue the pigmentation of his skin or lack of melanin, rather than the aesthetic and ideas it conveys. They're just excuses to not think about the race as a whole represents.
You know what, Vindy? Every time you do that, you're dehumanizing him.
Good.
You're dehumanizing that man, and you know what? He doesn't deserve this,
Yeah, I'm worried we should stop talking about it, because after that rant on Twitter, I'm worried he's going to go cry to Susan about it.
He was actually crying, though. He's another member of What's Spurned Lovers Club.
You know what, guys? You know what? God, I'm sitting here, and I watched a new episode of the Weeb Club, and I look at the comments, right? I just sit here, I read all these funny little, the copy pastas are funny and all, right? And I read them all, and just, at times I feel like if I can just convince people to do good, to be good, it'll be enough so long as people don't grow attached to me because I'm just beyond fixing. Even after all these years, I still don't think I was worthy of being happy or finding happiness. But what's the point of trying to see the best in people that don't care about themselves or you? It's better to focus on the worthwhile people. Ignore those that are already broken. Focus on being happy. It's only very recently that I realized that maybe I can be happy. I'm gonna compare this to one of my favorite characters of all time. This long thread, yeah.
So do you just want to put all of the copy pastas up on screen now so you don't say any more of them? Just like
I'll comment
boom,
them. I'll comment them. I'll comment them there. They're in the comments. If you want to make a funny copy pasta, they're in the comments right now. There you go. Get them.
For the other comments, I like the one by Hannelore. This channel is a cry for help disguised as a podcast. That was funny.
Well, yeah, because we actually lost our
Oh,
minds.
it was
last
insane.
episode, like. I also love the comment by Gabriel Wright Dunn. This podcast keeps itself going by sheer force of stupidity alone, and I love it.
I think that's basically what our entire fan base is. Because apparently, these motherfuckers watch our podcast unironically. God. Also, Raphael Racine is a goddamn genius. He comments, also riding on his sword because he can't ride on a broom. Oh fuck, oh shit, Noelle in the bath made me go into male mode. Fuck, I love Black Clover.
Okay, so...
And I replied with, you are so smart, I love you. And he said, thanks, you are also very smart. So, we have acknowledgements that I am in fact the smartest member of the Weeaboo Club.
No.
You.
Because you like Aster riding a sword when he looks like
too late. The audience is
objectively
spoken.
awful. Like,
No, everybody else agrees. It was good. It was very good, very hot.
what you share your fan base with literal 12-year-olds?
Stephen S comments, why was Vindy so offended that they removed her ponytail? Is it because he can't get off to a girl unless there's some sort of semblance to a real tail?
Really quickly before I get to the responses, fuck this. Look, ponytails are good. It has nothing to do with the horse part.
Are
it's
you
because
sure
they're
about
cute
that?
and they're
sure
good.
About that?
Fuck y'all.
Are you sure about that?
Anyway, what was in the replies?
Speaking of copy,
I
well, you're not worth reading,
I like the one where he called me a virgin. I said I'm not a virgin. He says having peanut butter with your dogs doesn't count. Fuck you.
Oh, like peanut butter, fellas?
There was also one other comment I really liked, which was from Kraus, where he said, making this quick before I watch because I have a feeling one of you were going to bring up that Rika Fag copy pasta. Needless to say, I'm not even 10 seconds in, and you go straight into doing it. Keep up the good work. And by good, I mean atrocious. And then he brought up what I said about the Rappa fight, and I can talk more about it then, but like I think he's probably right, but again, like it's
Should
been
we
so long since I
should
read
we
it,
tell our
I have it
audience
off my memory.
Should we tell our audience who it is we're making fun of so they can stop being confused? Because apparently,
I just said it.
Well, you said the name, but we've.
Who was that? That I don't remember who said that. Who told us to?
So it's like, hold on, it was like, God damn it! I opened up one of the comments to make sure, and it was just another fucking copy pasta, so I had to scroll through it. I forgot who said it, but somebody said it to us because they wanted to they pointed out that some people don't know who it is we're talking about.
We have said before that we only make fun of one person on this podcast, which isn't entirely true. There's two people, but
it's Vindy and
okay. Well, if you count us, then it's 5 people.
Wait, who's the second one?
Gabe.
Oh yeah,
not in a while.
We
but
haven't made fun of him in a while.
I just wanted to bring. We have though, so I didn't want to.
What a stupid old man! You getting dementia already? Come on now.
I'm the one. Can we start the actual discussion now?
Well, this is what happens when you don't start an episode with "I hate Vindy and WattheWut."
Well, that's just a given at this point, isn't it?
Time to get into Cautious Hero, everybody. Everybody clap.
All right, so.
To the OP, yeah. Okay.
I like Beastars.
That's not okay.
What?
Oh wait, no, we're doing fucking
Crafts,
cautious here. I was so dumb.
You are
Crafts,
hella
so
fucking
I've-
dumb. Holy
You
shit.
are so stupid.
Holy shit.
You are so
You've got so
stupid.
much
Anyway,
furry dick on
anyway.
your
So
mind that
bad.
you literally just forgot cautious hero exists.
Anyways, so Craftsdwarf, I finally figured out what it is that's wrong with Cautious
Okay.
Hero.
It
So
sucks.
Cautious Heroes, like, it's like unevenly. It's the way, like, so this episode encapsulates what the problem is, because I knew that this was we kind of predicted it. The whole twist is that Seiya's actually been in a world before and he fucking
Yeah, I
failed.
kind of overdid. Well, I was watching
that-
ReZero, but he has more experience than in some form in this. Yeah, this episode explained it all entirely, pretty much. So
The issue is that they show this to us in a single fucking episode, and they kind of like they explain it to us all. And like, so remember how I said Vindy's gonna get mad because exposition because I make this meme, but this is one of those things where I'd rather be shown than told that he fucking did this before. I would rather have an entire episode dedicated to just seeing what happened in the previous world instead of these motherfuckers having a fucking ESPN commentary over it. Like, goddamn. I just want to feel something, right? This show is so focused on, like, intercutting fucking everything with a joke. And I'm like, I get it. You want to be funny. Haha, isn't it funny? Haha, and I'm like, okay, fine, man. Whatever. Just stop. Just let me just experience an emotion at a time. They try to... I feel like if this show is 24 episodes instead of 12, they would be able to, like, accurately flesh out these fucking characters and instead give me an episode of, like, that's actually worthwhile instead of this shit that was supposed to make you feel something. And I was so mad because I felt like I should have felt something. I should have felt like, wow, this is what the show has been building up to. And now instead I'm stuck with this, like, do you know you should feel this way? Because look at this. Isn't this sad? Friendship.
I mean, what you were talking about with like the comedy thing, I definitely felt that during the Chimera fight because I felt like it was building up to something big and serious, but then there were jokes happening. When the jokes were happening because it wasn't like a serious thing, but I was definitely like a bit, thrown off. Where later on there was, with the Demon Lord, there were no jokes and serious shit happened. And it was, that was fine, I guess.
I'm not saying you can't do jokes because, like, even something like Konosuba, there were times where they just managed to do there was like I can't remember specifically, but there was times where they were able to do emotion pretty well.
I mean, I would say
Right.
like even during like the climax of season 2, like like Kazuma fucking just dies, and that's like it's like a cool action sequence, but there's humor in it, and I don't remember any significant serious stuff at all, at least. So
there's like some moments like, and they're short, but they like I guess.
Well, I think
Because
even then, like, Konosuba isn't trying to have a serious, like I'm not saying that Koshiro is always trying to be serious, because I get it's not, but, like, Konosuba then doesn't have an entire episode about how Kazuma watched all of his friends and his lover die, and his baby get ripped out of his fucking lover and killed, and then his lover killed. Like, fucking hello? Like,
that was some mega edge shit. I was like, hello, we're watching. What's
this
that?
episode
Goblin
was
Slayer.
fucking terrible. Oh my god.
I've been waiting for
It
Vindy
was
to
terrible
start.
because I felt. It was terrible because I felt like it should have been good. Like the entire episode, I felt like if you moved things around, if this show had just built up to this properly, I would have been able to like handle this better. And if they, it's basically just if this was good, it would have been good. But like, God, I'm so mad. I'm so mad that we're gonna end like this.
I mean, I have a bunch of issues with this episode, but like my main one is that like everything, like his backstory is like overly, like it's overly like
It's not fitting to the tone that the show's presented to us so far.
yeah,
Because-
it's like so insanely like drastic, and like it goes from like 0 to 100. Like it's so over the top that like I can't care. Because, like, if it had just been everyone died, like, if it had just said, like, oh, she had a baby and then ate him, I wouldn't have as many issues as I do with, I'm gonna pull the baby out of her fucking stomach and eat that, and then kill her. It's like, alright, dude. oh fucking K. Like
Wouldn't
that's like
they kill her
that's
first?
when you take it like that one step too far, you know?
Like, okay, here's the thing. Like, if this episode had just been like the entire, like, if they had just spent an entire episode just showing what he used to be like, right? Because I felt like on top of that, there was also like every time now he just constantly repeated, haha, I'm the opposite of how I am now. Haha, preparation. What is that? I'm like, I get it. Shut the fuck up. It's like, and it's like, if they had just like shown these people being together, right? Like, instead of sending us to this fucking stupid room where this old lady can talk me to death, then I'd be fine, right? I'd be like, cool. But
See, I definitely get what you're saying, but obviously it was important for Rista and stuff to learn the information. I guess. I mean, I shouldn't say obviously because we haven't seen where it goes from here. So I'm just like, because yeah, they could have done Madoka episode 10 where they just show the backstory and like, look, here's all this context in this character. But also Rista needed to know the information, so they kind of both happen, and I'm trying to I don't know where it goes, so I'm trying to think of like how they could have done that better, like you're suggesting.
Look.
But what do you?
I just thought the other thing I hated really quickly. It's not only is there this shitty, like over the top, ridiculously evil backstory, right? But also, now Restarte was that girl. Like, you didn't have to take it that step. She already had a reason to want to help him. You don't have to take it that extra fucking step. Jesus Christ.
I mean, that was definitely built to, because they mentioned Cerseus was also human a while ago, and I really remembered that.
No, but I mean, building to it doesn't make it good. Like, I'm not saying it came out of nowhere. I'm saying it's unnecessary.
Real quick, who's
It's
Colt?
even more over the top to try to force emotion out of someone where it's not there.
Real quick, who's Colt? Do we know who Colt is?
No, he's just another adventurer in that world, I assume.
He's just dead motherfucker. Okay,
He's the demon lord in this one. Oh,
fuck yeah, that's fucking hype, bro.
Watch that fucking happen, too.
I'll be so mad.
If it does, I'm going to come back to next week furious.
Vindy, if the episode prior to this had like ended with like Restarte, like if they had just, because this is what I mean, if they had just moved everything around and this episode ended with like them trying to find out where Seiya went, right, like the last one, and then if some major plot shifts happened, like if the show was good and they move shit around to where like it ends, the one episode ends with like, what happened? Why is Seiya like this or whatever, something like that. And then they finally get the bitch to tell her. And then the next episode is Madoka episode 10. Right? That would be a way to do it. Instead of I'm going to buy Seiya swimsuit with penis hole. And then I'm going to buy me bra top with missing boob.
But the reason Madoka episode 10 works is because
the show is good.
Well, episode 10 of Madoka fits with the rest of the show. Also, can we talk about how you go from the first half of the episode being Restarte wanting to buy
That's what I'm talking about. It was so stupid.
And front missing bikini to then, oh yeah, in your previous life, your baby was ripped out of your stomach eaten, and then you were eaten while your boyfriend walked. I'm not going to get over that. It's the dumbest thing. People, like, the Berserk thing is one thing, but guess what? In Berserk, the Griffith stuff affected both characters involved for the series up till now, and it's still
could you imagine?
them.
Wait. Could you imagine like
all this did was Seiya's cautious and Restarte and nothing happened to her. Okay, cool.
Wait. Shut up for a second. Could you imagine if Berserk before the before the eclipse, right? The episode prior was just Griffith, Guts, and Casca out shopping for like fucking swimsuits, and then Griffith's like, "Look at this one; it has a penis hole. Guts, we could both get one. Wouldn't that be funny?" And then immediately after the eclipse happens, could you imagine that shit? I mean,
so you're saying that when he goes after Casca, he's wearing it, right?
Fuck.
I hate this.
I hope Iron Man can make a video about this, like.
Like, I don't know if either of y'all said it, but I said in the chat a while ago, like, when the show tries to pull a friendship thing and I feel nothing, that's when you know you fucked up.
I don't know, man. I've been rewatching Love Live recently, so I'm like kind of like, I'm
You're
feeling
emotionally raw.
I'm emotionally raw, but I didn't cry. I didn't feel anything during this.
Are your emotions the only thing that's raw? What? Yeah. Fuck this show, dude. It's so bad.
Man, it's just I don't even have anything to say about it anymore. I know what's gonna happen next episode. They're gonna come in and he's gonna like either defeat the Demon Lord because anime only ending, or he's just not. Or they're gonna get away. It's gonna be fucking epic. Yeah. Yeah. More penis jokes.
Sad. I don't know.
I mean,
Yeah, the first half was boring and not very funny. I liked learning the backstory. I don't know. It exists.
that's the thing. I felt like I should have liked it. I really felt like I should have liked that part where we find out his backstory, because that's what I was like saying it should have happened the entire time. But they they just fucked around for a bit.
You know the saying "too little, too late." I think
Is that what they say?
Late.
Is that what they say to you when you like bring little puppies out of the shelter?
Can I ban WattheWut from this server? I'm tired of fucking listening to it.
Only I can, because only I have admin. Y'all are just
okay,
mods.
can you ban WattheWut from this server?
I thought about it. I've thought about it.
You say we as
you're
if
so
like you
good.
have control, you dumb motherfucker.
Hey, what? Look in a private chat. Yeah, I don't know.
Open
Like,
this up and get upset.
yeah. I don't know. Like, I think it was so much and so over the top, so like, because what, next episode is the last episode of the show?
Yeah. Like the next episode is the last episode.
Yeah, that's what I
Okay.
mean. It is too late in the show to be doing this. Like, you can't wait till the penultimate episode and then give me edgy backstory that's like some of the worst shit I've ever seen and be like, yeah, it's good. It's like, no, that's not how you do it.
Sad. I'm about ready to move on.
Yeah. Okay, real quick.
Someone else, but
Yeah. Let's move on now.
I love Beastars.
This was good. I liked it.
You take too long. You know what? They take too long to talk, and it's very sus. I'll tell you what. I'll give them another 60 seconds to respond.
What? I don't like the way you dehumanize everyone.
But they weren't human. They're animals. Wait, no.
Like furries. Anyway, God, this episode, very nice. Saw some cat fighting or bunny fighting.
I love the way, I don't know, I really like that interaction between Juno and Haru. I really like Haru.
Really
I love
good.
that
It's
interaction
really
between
good.
the two. I think my favorite part of it though is the line Haru has. She's like, "Why do I keep attracting all these fucking wolves?"
I mean, well, I like the scene where like Haru starts moving away and Juno starts following her, and then like, you know, I just love that gag when I see it, where one, you know, the characters pick up pace until they're fucking running, and Juno's expression fucking sold it. Like, it was funny.
God, yeah, there was some really good facial expression work during that scene. Oh god, when she starts chasing after her, this is fucking funny. It's like their facial expressions too, and she's like, "Oh god, oh fuck, oh god, oh fuck." God, and then Juno's like, "Yeah, I could eat you, but I'm not that petty of a woman. I don't need to prove that. I don't need to do that to prove I'm the better woman." Walks away. God,
Maybe
what a
she should have, because bitch lost.
shit. God, it was so. This episode was so good though, man. It was really
No,
good.
it was like I so I thought that they would end it with some of the mystery from like the last one is still up in the air, and I originally thought they were gonna kind of end it with like the way that, I guess not before the episode, but when the show started, I thought they would end it with like right when Legoshi saves Haru, and they get back to the school. And like I completely forgot about some of the stuff that happened, and it's really good like closure to the arc. I really like seeing kind of like getting like almost the conclusion to like Legoshi kind of like the speech he gives to Haru at the end of the episode as he's walking behind her on the stairs. Is great.
Oh god.
Because he says he has a bad personality, and he's probably the sweetest man in the world.
Lugosi's the best. He's so good.
I don't care what nature says. I don't care what anybody else thinks.
Which
I love
is so
you,
good because like
Haru.
one thing that's been running with his character is like he's made himself to fit the world that he's in, but like here he's actually like growing a backbone in this regard. Like he's going to protect Haru no matter what, and it's so good. And then the part where Haru reached his hand and then then the music was going and I cried a little bit. Yes, at the
end where she didn't. Yeah, where she didn't hold his hand.
yeah, I cried a little bit. Yes.
It's great. It's everything I want. I mean,
it's not everything you want. We all know that's not everything you want.
Look, it's so good. I like. God damn it! I have something else I wanted to say. Give me a second. My brain doesn't want to work.
Juno was really good. Like, obviously we got Lewis. Yes, and
God,
she
Juno's
had
so good.
Well, like going back to the line she said about how she didn't want to defeat Haru as a carnivore because like you kind of have like Haru has her like self-worth issues, but Juno doesn't want to make it about like herbivores and carnivores. She just wants to be stronger. Right.
A better woman.
And I thought that was interesting.
Which is also interesting the
She's
way
really...
you factor it into the like Juno called Lugosi a model carnivore. Like,
yeah.
To Juno, being a carnivore and being strong is important, but that's specifically the way she wants to beat Haru isn't as a carnivore.
Mm-hmm.
Which is really interesting to think about. That like
she's a really good character to have in this.
She has the separation between like cause she noticed it like she thinks being carnivores and herbivores are like like. She kind of obviously has like more appreciation for carnivores than most of the other carnivores in the series we've seen. But when it comes to love, she isn't making that distinction, right? It's we're both women, so I'm gonna beat you as a woman.
Yes, and
God.
And of course, like with her like trying to praise Lugosi for saving Haru, she was like. I mean, whether she knew or not, like indirectly, she was doing the same thing the mayor did. Where like Lugosi had the cutaway where he's like, I know exactly how bad carnivores can be. Like where she's praising him for being a carnivore, he's like, but I was up against carnivores in his head. So she's downplaying the Shishigumi. Like again, whether she knew exactly what had gone on or not. I assume not, but.
Well, she's ignorant to that. She's ignorant to that.
Because she wants to be the Beastar. She wants to be kind of akin to the mayor, where a notable like carnivore that's in in some ways, and that involves downplaying carnivores the bad aspects to them, which is the Shishigumi, right? Even if not directly, but.
You know what really surprises me about this is that Orange is doing a second season.
We've been the whole show like, no, there's no way, nope, and then like, oh, season 2, and it's like, oh,
and
well,
they did it.
And here's the thing: what the second season's gonna get to, 100 times better than what this season's done.
Yeah, see, here's my thing with Beastars right now. When we get to the ratings at the end of this section, people are gonna be a little surprised by what I give it, but I'm kind of in the phase where it's like this is very much a first season where I'm kind of like, I know it's probably gonna get better later on. Because it's good, but I'm not completely sold.
I legitimately think the next arc is probably legitimately at least 10 times better than what we saw.
I can't give something a 90 out of 10.
No, Krause, you don't understand. You will once you read it, which I hope is tonight.
No, I can't. I don't have time
by
to
Sunday
read it tonight.
you're current.
It won't be tonight,
All right, well,
man.
you're dumb,
I gotta finish watching.
Don't
Love
forget,
Live.
I said Krause,
Ichigo 100%. What?
What? What am I forgetting?
What?
I don't
I'm
know
gonna
what
fucking-
I'm forgetting.
I'm gonna read a good manga like Yuna and the Haunted Hot Springs, where the girls are actually hot instead. I was thinking about this earlier today. I'll just say this on it. I was thinking about this earlier today when I was at the gym. I was like, do I think I could get away with not reading Ichigo 100% and just pretending like I did on the episode? Would I be able to pull that off? I'm not gonna do it, but I was wondering if it's so bad I could just let y'all talk and not say anything other than
I'm gonna be real with you, Vindy. That probably would work considering how badly Ichigo 100% is written.
Just read a Wikipedia. Maybe look up a video or YouTube on YouTube.
Yeah, I'll read the Spark Notes.
No, look up anime panty shot. Everyone, look up anime panty shot. Look up 5 different girls with 5 different hairstyles. There you go. Well, we'll get to that coming up, and probably next year on the Weeboo Club backlog, probably in like a month.
Yeah.
I think about exactly a month because next week Asobi comes out. So,
Yeah, and then a month after that will be Ichigo. So, yep.
Yeah.
Not the good Ichigo or the other good Ichigo.
Yeah.
Oh, so I remembered what I wanted to say a while ago. One thing that I love that kind of started last episode, but really like you can see in Legoshi and Haru's relationship this episode is like they're not really hiding it anymore, right? Like the differences between being carnivores and herbivores and how that's going to affect their relationship. Like, Legoshi told Haru that he was the one who, grabbed her. And in this episode, he told her about the feelings he had about, he felt like his prey was being taken from him.
Yes.
And, Haru told him about her instincts wanting to jump into his mouth. Like, they're being open about the differences in them as carnivores and herbivores, and it's really interesting.
Yes,
really
like
cool.
it wasn't like before where she says, "Oh, you don't understand what it's like to be an herbivore." Like, they're trying to understand. They're trying to like look at each other properly. And also there was the line about him, wanting to see Haru as prey, but at the same time, like after the failed attempt at having sex, like he's like, "Oh, I'm glad that hand is warm." Like he's not.
Oh my god, that line is
because
so
I thought
good.
like if he did want to predate her, then he would want it to be cold because he'd want her to be eaten, but he doesn't want that at the end of the day. So, there was just like a lot of moments where they had tears in their eyes, and I'm just like, "Don't cry, babies! I love you! You're adorable." I love them. I love all the characters. They're good.
Did you hear that one?
I didn't like the way he said babies like that. That was a little weird.
I fucking hate you both.
I'm a little bothered by that crap. The way you refer to these characters, honestly, like Vinny kind of refers to them as haha, I want them to fuck. But it's like,
look,
you refer
I'm
to
a
them
father,
Craftsdwarf.
and everyone is my child. I am Whitebeard.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that?
Yes.
Are you sure you're not like daddy? Are you sure you're like daddy isn't child?
Well,
father
Legoshi is
relationship or
just
daddy
me,
in a
so
different
yeah,
way?
it's kind of weird.
Hey, Vindy.
Hey, what?
Can I talk to you after this podcast? I have this offer to like make a new like a don't tell Craftsdwarf, but it's like an offer to make a different podcast. It's called the Weeb Club, but it's without Craftsdwarf. Okay, I'll let you know later.
Do you want to add someone else?
Maybe we'll talk about it later.
Okay.
So, anyway, last thing about the episode, there was like the stinger. Legoshi saw someone, and he's like, "Why are you smiling?" It's Lewis in Joker makeup.
I know who it. Well, no, I'm not sure. I'm 90% sure I know who it is. But
I'm not gonna, make it obviously. Vindy, answer me. Tell me. I can just read the manga. I'm assuming, like, since I do know that the material season 2 ends is with the sort of like who murdered Tem thing. I'm presuming that that's going to be like the character who is the murderer. But I don't know. We'll find out whenever I read the manga, which hopefully
It's a
be soon.
Phoenix.
yeah. So do you want to like? We're for sure doing a thing where we read the manga and we'll do like a follow up at some point soon-ish, talking about it.
Yeah, would be. It depends on what, because I'm gonna read the manga either way, because I am not autistic and I can watch anime where I've read the manga before, even though I prefer
that
not
insult
to.
does not help me want to watch it, read it sooner rather than later. Also, I think the guy who shows up in Joker makeup, whatever, is a Phoenix.
What? What are you talking? Oh, fuck you. That was a good one. It took me a second to connect the dots in my head.
I'll fucking read it, you dipshits. Fine, whatever. God, shit, you motherfuckers. God, as long.
But we're gonna come in for this follow. No,
be good.
Of course I'm picking season 2. Like,
of course he is, audience. How else can he get his rocks off? He's gonna be a little. He's gonna be soft for a little bit.
Well, the manga's ending in 3 volumes, so.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
So it's on volume 17, and Paru said recently she still plans to end it around volume 20, so it's ending really soon.
Can Nanatsu no Taizai be ending in like 1 page?
No, that fucking clip of animation I saw is the best thing. Best animation of 2019.
Wow, yeah, it makes all of Beastars look like shit.
Yeah, it does.
Makes all of Kimetsu no Yaiba look like shit.
Oh. If only Kimetsu no Yaiba's anime was worth watching.
Thank God the manga's good.
I doubt that.
You know what? You can't claim to be a shonen fan when the only one you fucking like is One Piece.
Well, that's not true. I also like Beastars.
Me Craftsdwarf. Me only like shows like One Piece with a
with
a deer that is a man, and Beastars would have deer that is a man.
I'm an actual Shonen Jump enthusiast, not this fake man.
I haven't even read.
Be a real
Shonen
Jump enthusiast.
17
Only read
chapters of Kimetsu no Yaiba and dropped it.
Exactly.
Be a real shonen enthusiast. Only read shonen romances.
Like Ichigo 100%.
Ah! Fuck off. Anyway, let's give our ratings for season 1 of Beastars.
So I guess because I always rate first, I would give it a decent 9. You know, because like I've been debating with do I like it, like, because Chihaya is also really good this season, but that's a show that like season 1 I've already given a 10 out of 10. But I've never been thinking of it like, oh, is Beastars a 10 out of 10? It's always been like maybe Chihaya is a 9. So Beastars is really good. It's great, you know, like the characters are great, the visuals. 2D kind of sucks, but the 3D is good. It's well directed, like there's lots of visual cool stuff. It's a good fucking show. We've literally discussed it for the last like 12 weeks, and it's great.
Yeah, I feel like everyone should kind of know what we think about it by now.
Basically. So who's next?
Who gives their rating second? I don't remember.
I never remember.
You.
I'm normally pretty drunk by this point. Okay.
You.
I do want to say I would give the manga a hard 9 for Beastars. Like an upper 9. This season was probably like a low 8, like a high 7, low 8. Probably an 8.
What a betrayal of expectations we have here, folks.
That's just how good the manga is. Like I can't say it. I don't know. It's good. It's an 8. Read the manga.
Sad.
God, you're a clown. It's an 8. Solid 8. Because it's good. But I rate things on how, like, emotionally they affect me. And even though I did, like, cry, like, tear up a little bit, I was like, this is good. But it has not made me emotionally devastated yet. So we'll find out later. It has not made me cry like a baby.
Look, I'm so excited. Like, I'm legitimately extremely excited that it's done. Because I can't wait to see both of y'all's reactions to what's happened.
Will I cry
because
like
the
baby?
manga is insane. It's written by a crazy person, and crazy things happen. I love it.
Will I cry like baby?
Craftsdwarf will 200%.
Oh god.
And Beastars, Craftsdwarf will 200%, and Beastars will be one of his favorite manga. Period. I think you will as well. What?
Perhaps, maybe. Will it be as good as Shokugeki no Soma?
Oh yeah, that's right. Next time on the Weeb Club for the next season, we can.
I'm not even gonna listen.
We're going to be
like
watching the new adaptation of Food Wars. That's not true. And Vindy missed it because he's a
Shokugeki
loser.
no Soma, the best.
We're not watching
arc
Shokugeki. No,
You knew what I
the
said,
blue arc,
bro.
the best arc of Shokugeki no Soma.
That's.
I heard next time on the Weeb Club, and I left.
The manga was always mid. Anyway,
But it had really
How are
fucking
you
hot
wrong
girls.
every time?
God, there's
It
some
was
real
not
fucking.
always
I liked it.
There's some
It
real
was
fucking
good
hot
through the
hentai
end
of
of
it.
the
Holy
I liked
shit.
it. Then
Fellas.
I caught up, and then I was bored. I'm sorry.
Fellas.
Yes.
Go on nhentai.com. Look up the tag for
Oh.
Shokugeki no Soma
I've
by
already read them all.
Hisashi. God.
What? Who's your favorite Shokugeki girl?
Man, that's fucking hard. Like my penis.
I can't remember her name anymore. I have a bunch of
I
pictures
like
of her
Alice.
saved.
I like Alice.
Alice was my favorite until Rindo. Until Rindo came in.
You
and
like?
Rindo's my
She has a
favorite.
fucking fang.
Yeah.
She's probably like an animal in bed. Literally, though.
She's great. Oh my god. I'm gonna post some Rindo pictures while we move on.
I'm not posting them on the video.
I don't care if you post them on the video. I'm sending them to you.
Post them on the fucking
Now
channel,
let's-
you cuck.
I'm fucking
now,
getting them.
fellas, let's move on.
I took sending them to
Two.
you.
You're this
as,
lady.
My Hero Academia.
mid. Play the OP.
あの日守ると決めた約束はこの胸に
Okay, so not gonna lie,
I
last
love
episode was
Beastars.
So last episode was really good. The Kirishima episode was really good. This is like the tail end. It adds some cool shit. Rappa's a really cool dude. I forgot about this part. It was really cool.
Toga was naked. And
Yeah, that
And
is-
she
I
smiled.
don't know what-
Look,
okay,
that's the
let me-
only reason this episode was better than Cautious Hero this week, because it had Toga smiles.
We're gonna have a controversial opinion. Toga's not hot.
Her smiles need to be protected.
I cannot.
That's it.
I've seen so many lewds of Toga. I've seen her do all kinds of crazy lewd shit, and not once have I ever been aroused. I do not understand why you people like Toga. Her face is not appealing to me.
I
don't find her particularly attractive. I just want to see her smile. That's it.
Like Vindy goes all monkey about, I bash Toga, and I'm like, I don't get it. I don't get why you like this. I don't understand. I can't jack off to this. I can't. It's impossible.
I don't.
So as we move on,
What do
post in the comments below right now.
What do you mean she's not hot? Hello.
Everybody, type in the comments right now. Type 1 if Toga is not hot.
I
Type
literally
2 if
can't find
Toga
the
is not
words.
hot. Type 3 if Toga is not hot. Type 5 if Toga is not hot.
Okay. Unsubscribe from WattheWut if Toga's hot.
It's okay, Vinny. YouTube did it for me already for 300 of my subs. Thank you, YouTube.
They all probably have future.
I was
powers
thinking,
and heard
oh
you
my
say
god,
it.
I was thinking the exact same thing.
Wow, like Night Eye.
Like a doggy from a good
God.
manga.
Wow, God, Night Eye is a fucking. I forgot how cool that shit was. Rappa like fucking beat the shit out of Kirishima and Facum, and here's Night Eye just one shot like a Chad.
Well,
It was a pretend Rappa.
okay. We'll talk about Toga in a second, but the thing, like, I love Rappa. He's so good. And I love the shit with him after the fight, where he's like, you go heal Kirishima there. Like, it was a draw. He did a good job. I want to fight him again. It's so good. I love everyone in that fight except for the shitty barrier guy who does nothing. So really, Rappa, Fat Gum, and Kirishima are good boys.
Well, the barrier guy's not really there to do anything. He's just there to keep Rappa in check. That's literally the only reason he's there.
I know. I'm just saying I don't care about him, but I love Rappa.
Just like I don't care about Toga. Anyway.
I think it sounds like Vindy's getting more mad than when I go on my normal mid-hero stuff. Like, this more personally offends him than me.
I
just
feel like he's
like,
going to.
I say-
I feel like he's going to find Toga hentai right now. I feel like he's on
Here's
some.
the thing, Craftsdwarf. One Piece has broken you. So when you say all shonen's mid, it's like, okay, well, this fucking boomer just likes One Piece.
that I've never. Shut
Whatever.
up.
When Senor WattheWut doesn't
Is
like a
right.
girl
Is right.
named Toga who has
Is
meatballs
right.
and is
right.
cute
Is
and
right.
is hot
Is
and
right.
has great dojins.
Not great. I've never seen a good dojo with Toga in it, but okay.
Then you haven't seen a single one. I've read
I've
all
seen
of
them all. I've
maybe
seen them all. They're
200
not good.
times. They're
There's
all
barely
they're all
any
great.
good. There's like maybe 5
Okay.
good Boku no Hero dojins.
There's the one in the forest. Great. There's the one
That
that's
one's
her and
not that great.
Bakugo that takes place during
That's-
the Bakugo retrieval arc.
It's not.
Also great.
No.
There's one with her and that little boy in the alleyway. Also
little
amazing.
boy.
I don't think he's a little boy. I think
Fellas, did you hear this man? He said little boy. He said little boy.
I'm just going over dojins, dog. Like, I don't know what you want from me.
Little boy. Little boy.
Look, what the what's
It
dumb,
seems we have
and we're
hit.
going to talk about that in a
Oh
second.
yeah, I'm
but
dumb.
rap
I'm
is
dumb.
great.
Okay, fellas,
Night
press
Eye's
one in the
cool.
comment. Press 1 in the comments for little boy. Press 2 in the comments for little boy. Press 3 in the comments for Beastars.
What's worse, Craftsdwarf wanting to be his own son, or me liking a dojo with a hot girl? Like,
And little boy. And as usual, I always win.
I hope that the person who gets eviscerated the most in the comments is you for not finding Toga hot.
I don't
Nothing
care.
would make me
They will
happier.
all be wrong.
God, I hate what the what. All right.
Am I dehumanizing you right now, Vindy?
No,
Am I
you're
dehumanizing
dehumanizing
Toga?
yourself the more you talk. Hey, here's the redemption round. What do you think of Twice?
Twice is a good boy. He's funny. He's
Okay.
cool. You know what?
That's a start.
You know what? God, the best way to ignore annoying people is to spend more time with people that give you joy and be grateful for being there for you. I said I would stop caring about trying to trying to reason with idiots, so I should put that to heart. I honestly don't care if this is the internet. I'm done with people talking shit.
Oh.
No. I don't have. Not yet.
You cannot cut me out, you motherfucker.
Okay, no, he realized. Well, see, the best part is going to hear your like confused reaction because the recording
all you
picks it
heard
up,
me
but
was still talking, and then I
you obviously weren't
joined.
here, so we
like,
didn't hear it.
Motherfuckers.
Oh, so for those who don't know, Craftsdwarf, what did you move? What out of the Discord channel?
God, wow, Rindo is.
I just
hard,
hit
Connect
disconnect.
If you're a mod now.
You've always been able to.
Oh my God, you can! Oh my God, I can't
You're
wait to use this
stupid
to
ass.
fuck with people. Oh my.
Yeah, it's like this.
Oh wow.
I'm gonna fucking.
Is he gone?
I'm not joining back. We're gonna have
gone?
the Vindy episode.
Where'd he go? Did he find a little boy in the forest?
Realize.
WattheWut's stupid because Toga's hot.
Is he coming back?
MHA was good this year.
He's officially been gone longer than you.
I like Eraserhead a lot. He's a really good boy.
You know what, Craftsdwarf, I'm reconsidering. I think I only want to have a
I'll join
podcast
right
with you now. Oh.
I was having the Vindy
Okay,
club.
I'm sorry. I thought it was funny.
I have my own discussion about the MHA episode.
Toga's not hot. Anyway, so Twice has a really cool moment where his mask gets ripped off, right? His mask gets ripped off.
Right.
And I keep forgetting about that the reason why he wears that full body outfit is because... No, actually, no, I didn't forget about it. It was
Wait,
just
no,
reminding me
but
of
it's not say yeah, it's not say yeah, it's not say it comes up later.
It happens because he's so horny
Oh.
that if it lets out...
Because he's with Toga, who's hot.
No. That means he has shit taste in girls.
Well, he's Twice, so he likes all the girls, but also none of them. Because he's always
he's a good
contradicts
boy.
himself
He's
every
I
time he
honestly
says
don't know
something
why
and he thinks
I put
something
up with
or-
all these people,
Yeah.
these bad people online. I should be more. I'm too optimistic. God, Night Eye one-shotting the Rappa clone that Twice made, because like Twice's clones are like at least somewhat as strong as the original guys.
I think it says, and this is later in the manga, I think what it says about Twice clones is that they have the exact same properties as the original, but when they take damage, they just poof disappear. Yes.
So they're shadow clones,
But damn,
basically.
Night Eye one-shotting it is crazy, man.
He one-shot a shadow clone.
No,
You could
Did
do
he-
it.
But when
with a
Rappa's
strong enough
punches,
punch.
No,
and
because
speed?
he deflected Rappa's punches and speed and shot him into a wall. That would murder real Rappa.
fucking Chad Man Night Eye in his fucking business suit.
God.
And then he comments on like, yeah, I got these stamps, and they're kind of funny. They're kind of funny, right?
I will say one thing about Night Eye is that I sometimes think about like Tamaki or the Sensei, and I sometimes think their name is Night Eye because they are boring, and Night Eye's name just sticks in my
Vindy,
brain better.
Can we start that new Weeb Club?
Yeah.
All right. Hey guys, welcome to the Weeb Club. It's me and Vindy, your only members. How you doing, Vindy?
I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah.
I feel like the club got a little bit lighter, but you know, maybe it was for the better.
I mean, not that much lighter, you know what I'm saying?
I want to talk so bad, but I'm dead. I'm not
Okay,
here.
okay.
I'm not in this one. Ghosts
Talk
don't
about-
have any weight.
Talk about what you
It's a
fucking
joke.
think of what did you think of MHA? Boomer.
It's mid.
This is all you ever have to say. You're the most boring person on this, because every time it's like, what do you...
I already
Like,
said
you
what I
think
had to say.
Craftsdwarf-
Like, there's not.
Mid?
Oh wow, nothing happens this episode. There's so
Wow.
What
much
do you
to
mean
talk
nothing
about.
happened? Rappa was a good boy.
Craftsdwarf watches MHA and closes his eyes
Rappa,
while
I
watching.
literally forgot who
Oh
he
my
was.
god,
until the fight
I forgot
happened.
who he was. I would never forget my
Craft-
sweet boy, Rappa.
Craftsdwarf watches MHA put...
He's just like bad Kenpachi.
What the
What the fuck?
What the
That's
fuck?
a... What the fuck?
Wow, character wants fight. Ooh, interesting.
Rappa
so
uses
compelling.
his quirk. Unlike a
I
certain
couldn't tell. I
man
didn't.
who fucking...
He
Kenpachi
punches.
didn't even know
wow.
you could use two hands
what
on
a
a
great
sword.
fucking quirk.
That makes Kenpachi
Yeah.
cooler, but that's besides the point.
Yeah.
Like, how do you have the most boring abilities in the same manga as Tail Guy? Like, holy
Whoa,
shit.
whoa.
Actually, it's not that boring.
Yeah, it's cool.
He
cool.
punches.
It's pretty
I
cool.
can do that.
Wait, did you say I could do that? No, you can't.
I can
You
punch.
can't, Craftsdwarf.
You can
I've
punch.
seen you. You
Okay,
can't.
but can you punch hard and fast?
No.
But it's not the same.
God, what that Alp Dojin with Yohani. God, it was so hot. Holy shit. Ah.
Why are
Not
you
with
talking
Toga,
about fucking Dojin?
When I read a Toga Dojin, it's like I get soft, real fucking soft. My penis retracts into my body.
I don't understand this now. Okay, we're getting into it now. Toga is so insanely hot. She was naked in this episode. What? Naked.
Yeah, with her gross gray skin.
I would expect nothing less from the man who has the worst MHA girl as his favorite.
Which one is it again? I like Nejire.
You like Nejire. She's
All
the
of
worst.
them.
I don't look Vindy. This is me. I'm saying that as in like I think she's cute, and I don't really think anything else of the rest of them. That's literally what I
No,
mean.
the hottest girl is the one that was from the license exam.
Yeah, she's pretty hot. See, that's the thing, Vindy.
She's the hottest
You're
one.
like
She's
trying
the
to
hottest
judge
one.
me on that, on like me saying that Nejire is hot, but me saying Nejire is hot when I'm also constantly shitting on her character, saying that she doesn't do shit. It should be evident of something, Vindy. Should be
Yeah, but
evident.
you have shit tasting girls in MHA.
No, it means that I just do not care, and I'm like, well, yeah, that's the girl. However, let's talk about Black Clover's girls. Now, Noelle Silva is just so fucking hot. So, like, when you think about
Nobody's
it, right,
arguing that Black Clover's girls are hotter.
they're so much hotter. Holy
But I'm
shit.
arguing that Toga is hot.
Toga's not hot. Toga's not hot. She's just not.
I hate you. I hate you.
Look, Vindy, every time I see her and her big stupid teeth, I'm like, why is anybody like jacking off to this?
Yet you want to fuck Haru, who has big rabbit teeth.
I don't. What are you talking about? I've never what? What? No.
Well, you're a furry and a
that's never a
lolicon.
thing. When have I ever said that I want to fuck the rabbit girl? Not once. Never
God,
in my
I wish-
lifetime. I've
I
never
wish
said it. You two have
weren't
been
editing
sitting
this,
here
so I
going.
could just take you saying I want to fuck the rabbit girl and just play that as its clip of its own.
That's
you
never
know?
happened. That's never
out of
happened.
context.
You're gonna have to find it and clip it yourself and post it to the Weeb Club because it's not happened.
You know I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, I know you're not, lazy bitch. You won't be able to prove it either. So who gives a fuck? I win, you lose.
If you find it, Vindy, I'll do it because I know you're allergic to video editing
Pretty soon.
software.
I start getting hives on me. I start convulsing.
Anyway, we stopped talking
No,
about My
we're
Hero
still
Academia
talking
long
about it.
ago.
We're still
about-
talking about it.
We're talking about
Okay,
Toga's hot. What do you
fine.
think about Toga, Craftsdwarf? You said you
I
like
like
her
her.
smile. So her big stupid teeth, which is what doesn't.
That's
like
about it. That's part. Yeah,
They're
that's
good.
teeth are part of it.
Crafts,
She
do you
has
think
a
she's
bunch
hot?
of fangs. It's like one fang but mini.
Crafts, do you think she's hot?
Yeah.
Like
Wait.
Odogaron.
Do you think she's hot, Craftsdwarf? Is the question.
Would you let Toga bite you and suck your blood?
Oh no.
Aha! Yeah!
I don't believe you.
I win.
Everyone here is a liar. Y'all are lying to me. It's impossible to not think Toga's hot.
I bet you Vindy actually secretly
There's
likes
a
Suyasu.
large gap between thinking a character is hot and wanting them to suck your blood like a vampire.
He likes-
Vindy.
No, those go one and the same. What are you talking?
Vindy probably likes the frog girl. He probably wants her to shove her in long frog
No,
tongue inside
how
his
many
mouth.
times do I have to say? Froppy is gross and she smells like pond water. I don't like Froppy.
I don't think she's hot either,
That,
so,
that
like, I'm
phrase
not-
is burned into my brain. Literally every time I think about Froppy, I just think about how she's gross and smells like pond water.
Fellas,
So how can you say I like Froppy? I am a known Froppy hater. Her name also sucks.
this is
Froppy?
why-
What kind of fucking name is that?
This
She's
is-
terrible.
It's
Her
like
eyes are too big.
frog,
Is she supposed to
and
be-
then-
is
and
she
then it's
supposed
like
to be
hoppy.
frog and floppy like she makes my dick? Okay, like she has big fucking Sonic the Hedgehog eyes. Like she's terrible. Garbage.
and freaking Toga has big stupid teeth and like these weird eyes.
and
I
she
don't
can
like.
bite me with them.
I don't want her to bite me with them. That's weird. You're weird. I don't like it. Ew. She has weird, gross gray skin when she transforms. Ew. It's not hot gray skin like Raven from Teen Titans. I don't like it. Ew.
I don't like you. Ew.
So, fellas, here's the reason why Boku no Hero Academia will never soar above the other shonen series. Naruto has some fucking hot girls.
Naruto's like the worst fucking
Hinata,
cast of girls in any show I can think of.
They're better than
Kinda,
the ones
no.
Boku no Hero.
What?
No.
It's closer
Hinata's
than it
fucking
should be,
hot.
and that's mostly because like
Hinata's so fucking hot though. Holy shit.
Hinata is okay.
Oh my god.
Um,
Oh my god.
The best.
Hanabi's
who's the
also
best
really
Naruto
good.
girl?
Hanabi's also really good.
Hinata's really good, except in porn because they give her massive.
No, okay,
tits.
so I found some really good fucking doujins of like
Hinata.
No, shut up.
Okay.
So I found this series of doujins, but like Hinata and like during the last when they're like in the last days, right? Or like around that time with like and like Naruto, and they're having like super fucking hot, happy, consensual sex, and it's like the best thing ever. One of them is like Naruto uses fucking shadow clones, and it's like they fuck. Oh god, ooh yeah, it's really good. I like it a lot. It's very nice. But yeah,
Are we done yet with the
hot.
whole podcast? I mean,
I
not
mean,
just
no, because I look. The best female Naruto character is that one guy on Twitter. I don't know his fucking name, who draws Sasuke as a hot girl.
You know,
That's the
Sasuke as a
closest thing
girl
Naruto has.
Sasuke being a girl
It
is
would've
probably
been
the
better.
only thing that would improve his character.
Yeah, 100%.
See, because
Because
now
him
Sakura
and
and
Naruto
Sasuke
could get
becomes
together at the
Yuri,
end.
and
But
girls
Sa-
who kiss.
God,
10 out of 10. 10 out of
Sarada's kind
10.
of hot though. I would like what? What?
I mean, I don't think MHA girls are as good as everyone says, but I think they're very good, and Toga is one of the very good parts.
They're not that good.
Well,
They're okay.
it's okay. What? We already know you're blind.
Oh, okay. Not as blind as Craftsdwarf, who watches MHA with his eyes closed and his ears shut.
Eyes closed and ears shut. He smells the series. It smells like mid.
Like Legosi.
Smells like
That's
mint.
why he thinks he's the same person. That someone should make a picture now of Legosi sniffing me saying smells like mid.
That's good.
Dot, I will love you forever if you make that image. I know you will.
Oh, he hates the podcast now because I banned him from my server.
That's not
No, he
true.
doesn't. He
That
doesn't.
loves me.
We've not talked about this episode. This entire time we've been talking. Every time we talk about Boku no Hero, we talk about literally anything
Well,
else
like I
except
said,
the episode.
nothing happened. What are we supposed to talk about?
What do you mean nothing happened?
Well, what are we
I feel like
talking
we've
about
had that-
then?
I feel like we've had that exchange 5 times now. Okay, let's go through what happened. Rappa, the end of the Rappa thing happened, where he was a good boy.
And he acknowledges
And
Kirishima.
we learned something cool about the MHA universe, which is the MMA stuff, where you can use your quirks to the fullest. Cool. I want to see those.
I legitimately forgot that until you. I watched the episode, but I legitimately wouldn't have been able to tell you that happened until you said something just now.
I forgot that was a thing in the
Night
manga
Eye
until this
went
episode said it.
Chad mode. Eraserhead is a good boy. Toga was naked. Twice was funny. And then I think it ended.
Oh, okay. So this was something interesting. So like, is this like highlighting something interesting about Shigaraki? That like, Shigaraki grows stronger in comparison to fucking Overhaul, because Overhaul, everybody in his group hates him.
Right.
And the Shisekai hates him because they're like, you're using us as like expendable, you know, like just
No, wasn't the whole Sun Eater fight? They were talking about how they liked Overhaul because he gave them a.
Well,
He
gave them a
valued
place
them
to
as
belong.
they're still trash. He just like
He
finds
value-
use
he
for
gave
them.
them- he finds use for them.
They like him because
Okay, that's
he's using them to throw them away instead of just throwing them away. Like they're
Yeah.
disposable tools, not that puts them above being trash. Basically,
like Rappa says it too. Rappa's like, the only reason I'm here is because I want to kick his ass. And it's like,
Right.
So like, Overhaul is basically saying, I'm going to use you all as tools. But the comparison, Shigaraki talks to Toga and Twice. He's like, I want you to go over there and be Yakuza. And they're like, why do you want me to do something that I don't want to do? And he's like, because I trust you. I trust that you'll know what to do. Right? He's like believing in his friends. Because the thing that's interesting about like the League of Villains is that like they value each other as like friends. They're like allies. They're not like the other villains, like the other villains you'll see in the show. Like you've seen sometimes where they're like, I'm gonna be, you know, like Overhaul. He's a dick and just uses people. Like
Right.
Shigaraki legitimately like is like cool friends with these boys, man.
Right. The League of Villains is more like the League of Friendship.
Yeah, like they're all like they killed Magna. We gotta kick his ass, right? It's pretty
Right.
cool. God, ooh, oh, and it reminded me. Oh yeah, the twice and like Toga relationship is something that comes up later. That will come up later. I forgot that this scene happens where she like covers up his face when he's like about to explode.
Right.
God, and that comes up later on in the manga. God, it's pretty cool.
I do
Too
want
bad
to
she's not
mention
hot.
again. I know I mentioned it before. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. I do want to mention because you did mention this last time. I do think the anime does a really good job when it comes to the mimicry quirk guy, like fucking up the like
The
when
building?
he like messes with the building. Yeah, like the anime does a really good job at like making that understandable. Because like, look, I love Hori's art. I think it's great.
Yeah, but that shit was like incomparable in the manga.
Yeah.
I didn't know what the fuck was happening. Like in the manga, when I watching the anime, it's like, wow, this is actually kind of cool the way they're doing it. But then I was reading the manga, it's just shapes.
Right.
Ooh. What is this? Land of the Lustrous?
Oh.
Something that's
Samurai
not getting a
8?
second season by Orange. But by
All
the way,
right.
speaking of that real
I think
quick,
that. Oh.
I just want to say something. Like, have you seen the people complaining about like, haha, Orange is making more Beastars by not Land of the Lustrous? It's like, huh, yeah. Well, you ever think about that because they're doing Beastar Season 2, they might do Land of the Lustrous Season 2? You ever think about that?
No.
Huh.
What? All I want to do is throw things under the bus on Twitter. Why would I want to think
fuck,
for
you're right.
myself?
Shit.
Okay.
God damn it. You're right.
Like, what you're asking someone to do requires this thing called critical thinking, and that's too hard for me. I don't want to do that.
What is that?
I don't know. Something they taught me in school, but that shit was dumb, and I didn't listen. So.
Can I get that from watching Star Wars? They're reading philosophy books?
Oh. Maybe.
Perhaps. It requires
It
cynical
might take
optimism.
it out of you, though. Lord knows that's what happened to George Lucas.
George Lucas was a genius.
I want to think of George Lucas pre-Star Wars and post-Star Wars. It's like young George Lucas pre, old George Lucas post, and it's like Star Wars. This is what it does to you.
Can George Lucas be like the main character of My Hero Academia?
That'd be funny.
So funny. He gets one for all.
Alright, we should probably end this episode now. Holy fuck. Once
So
you start
thank-
talking about George Lucas getting one for all, pointing at the
So
moon.
thank you everybody for watching the Toga's Not Hot podcast. I'm your host, What the
fucking
What,
hates, man.
aka
Fuck it, I'm
Always
gonna kill him.
Rights.
He's fucking dead.
With me today, of course, introduce yourself, peasants. For our audience, one more time.
I'm Vindy, and What the What's fucking dead to me.
I'm Crafts, and I was dead from the start.
Make sure you watch next week as we don't have Beastars to talk about anymore. Instead, we only
No,
have...
it's just gonna be mid and mid. Oh god, there
It's
will
gonna
be
be
no
mid and
light
good.
in the darkness.
Wait,
No, it should be good next
Isn't
episode
wait the
because,
next episode's Lemillion? Holy shit! Ooh,
Yeah, next
ooh.
is gonna be Lemillion, so it'll be actually fucking good. And if Craftsdwarf calls it mid, I'm actually killing him.
God,
Well,
Lemillion.
you're expecting me to remember anything about the series.
God,
Oh
we're
my
approaching
God.
the good shit. Ooh.
I can't stand this man.
We're approaching the good shit.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Thank you guys
When
for
this
watching.
season's going to end, this season's going to end with the greatest arc of all time.
Everything Black Clover has. And
I owe you, motherfucker.